iSnoopDogg.com online radio with your free bets and sports picks. We got 2 football games tonight, college and NFL. I picked them both, but for tonight, we're going to do our game of the night, our pick of the night. We're going with the pros. NFL, National Football League, Commanders at the Packers Thursday night game on Prime Video. I got a turtle peeping out of my ass and my girl's waiting outside to go on a date, but I'm going to get this game in real quick, so let's get right to it. Commanders are 1-0, Packers are 1-0. Overall, the Commanders got 21 points overall. Now, they haven't played a game on the road yet this year. Last year, the Commanders scored 26.4 points per game on the road last season. This season overall, they're scoring 21 points per game overall, but they've only had a game at home, nothing on the road. So this will be their first road game. Overall, points per game allowed for the Commanders is 23 points. And on the road, this is dating back to last year because they haven't played a road game yet. Their defense allowed 25 points per game. So it's something to keep in mind. The Packers overall this year are 27 points per game. They've only played one game. They scored 27 points. Their first game was also at home. This is a home game. We have them averaging 27 points per game at home this season. The Packers' points per game at home allowed is 13 points per game this season. And 19.9 points per game allowed last season overall. 13 points per game allowed overall because their first game was at home. So we got 13 and 19.9 points per game they allowed last season. Now, ESPN has this game opened up at minus 3.5 in the Packers' favor. 48.5 with an overall total for this game with points on the over-under. So we'll get back to it with our pick, with the score, which we think the score of the night will be, which we already listed on iSnoopDogg.com online magazine in just a moment. But as iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks always does. We went through the internet. We went through all the casinos, the different books. We saw where the live action betting is, about 15, 16, 17 now, different casinos, just to see where the live betting action is from live bettors to see if they've affected the opening line at all from Vegas that we have on ESPN. We see where the percentages are, see if it's affected the opening line, and if it'll affect where we bet towards our pick of the night based on the live betting action. So we'll get right to it. We got the spread at minus 3 based on live betting action. It opened at 3.5. Live betting action has brought it to 3. On both sides, we got a money line payout of 99 for the Washington Commanders at minus 3 based on live betting action. We have a money line payout of minus 99, which would almost be even, bring it to a slight underdog pick and a slight favorite pick, depending on which one of these casinos you're looking at. This is overall, this is an average of all these casinos we have based on the live betting action. Of course, some of these casinos individually have different lines. We averaged out all these casinos, and we try to see if the live betting action is consistent to where we think it should be. We have some of these casinos at an even money line. Another one's at plus 145. Another one plus 130. Another one plus 150. You can find them. But averaged out, we got them at minus 99. A slight underdog favorite overall for the Commanders at plus 3. I said minus 3 at plus 3. I'm looking at my dash mark here. At the Commanders plus 3 for this game, we have a money line payout of 99 based on live betting action. That is where live betting action has brought the money line payout overall on all these casinos. One bettor could be betting through all these casinos, and it could be affecting the money line payout depending on how big of a bet they are placing. So we take it into consideration. Minus 99, so we're close to an underdog pick, a money line payout. If you were to put down $100 for the Commanders at plus 3, and it's at minus 99 on my books. In casinos, you're probably going to see it at plus 105. Plus, I was looking at the total. I said plus 150 and plus 145. I switched back. If you're following these money line payouts, That was for the over-under. I just switched back to the spread, which is what we're talking about now. So most of these casinos have this lines at even, minus 110, minus 105. Even, like I said, you might be able to find a plus 105 out there. But live betting action has brought the money line payout to almost even, or an underdog pick, a plus money line payout for the Commanders at -3. Now Vegas has it at 3.5, so we'll get back to it. We'll see if that plays a part in anything. Just last week, the Vikings and Bears game, the Vikings were favored for a week, and then live betting action right before game time brought the Bears to be in the favorite in the game. So it definitely plays a part in it. We keep an eye on it. Green Bay in this game at -3. We have the money line payout. This is based on all the casinos around at -49.6 after we average out all these casinos and go through all the books. Most of them are at -110, -120. There's another one at plus 105 out there for the Packers at -3.5. So if you put down 100, you would win 105 instead of putting down 120 to win 110, but then you're giving up a half point. If you take the half point at 3.5 Packers, you're going to probably get a plus money line payout, plus 105, plus 110. If you get him at -3, you're going to be around -110, 120. Depends on the casino you're at based on the line. This is based on live betting action. So based out of all these casinos and live betting action, we have it at -49.6 for the Packers at -3, which is a discrepancy in the money line payout for this game. Now, usually, and this is a pro tip from iSnoopDogg.com, online radio, free bets, and sports picks, usually when a money line payout is inconsistent like this, with pluses and minuses, and there's another casino with the Packers at -1.5. There's another casino that has them at 3.5. There's another casino at 3, -110. Another one at -120. So it's all over the place, which makes it inconsistent throughout all the casinos with the betting. So the Washington Commanders at +3 is consistent throughout all the casinos based on live betting action. But the Packers at -3 and 3.5 is inconsistent throughout all these casinos on the internet. So usually you would think to stay away from it. But what that means is that this side, the Packers, is balancing itself out, and the Commanders don't need the Packers side of things to balance it out for the house. Do you know what I mean? The casino pays the losers with the winners, and they keep the juice. But the live betting action is balancing out the Packers game all by itself. They don't even need the Commanders because live betting action is betting on the Packers, and the line is so inconsistent throughout all these casinos that people are betting, live action bettors are betting throughout different casinos with different lines and different money line payouts. And excuse my French, it's fucking everything up. So just keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind with the final score and the final prediction in this game. A pro tip is usually when a game is inconsistent like this throughout all the casinos, you bet with them because it's already balanced out, and Vegas is going to win with that one team. They don't even need the Commanders for this game. The Commanders losing is just extra money on the top for Vegas. So keep that in mind. Over under. We have this game going up just a couple tenths of a point with the decimal 48.7. Opened up at 48.5 based on live betting action. We got a pretty balanced money line payout on both sides, so Vegas does not care if this game goes over or under. They're going to pay the losers with the winners and put the juice in their pocket. Money line payout based on live betting action. We got the Commanders at plus 146, and I got the Commanders losing in this game, so I would suggest staying away from it, but there is a 50-50 shot pre-game, every game in the National Football League. These teams do come out to play, and that's why we play the game. We got the Packers at plus 146 with a money line payout. Money line payout for the Commanders. Money line payout for the Packers, we have them at minus 169. Depending if you want to pay that to get that, we do have 60% of live betting action betting on the Packers to win the game straight up. It looks like it's going to come down based on averages and statistics. Again, I have some last season numbers in here to go off of. I got some points per games allowed with the defenses. Football's a whole nother game than baseball. So I got a final score of 27-24 in the Packers' favor. Depending on where you're going, what casino, what this game finally closes at before game time, if it's 3.5 or 3, is going to really decide where you go with it. Averages and statistics, I got this game 27-24 on iSnoopDogg.com. I'm playing it down to the wire. I took the Commanders at plus 3.5. I'm taking that extra point based on all these casinos in down here. I will be changing my pick on iSnoopDogg.com online magazine. I will be changing my pick based on live betting action. I'm thinking about it. Okay, can you give me that? I'm thinking about it. You're going to see my final score before game time. The final score is 27-24. What's bringing me off of going with the averages, as I do every time, is that it's a primetime game. There's going to be some sketchy shit going on, no doubt. It's a primetime televised game on Prime Video. There's going to be a lot of viewers. Everyone on Prime Video is going to be watching this football. It's going to be televised. It's going to be marketed right in the top screen, right there in front of you. Everyone's going to be watching it. So based on the inconsistency, but also the balance of the Packers throughout all the casinos and the live betting action, betting on balancing out both sides for the Packers all on its own, I may go with the Packers, but the averages is telling me to take the half point. But I may go with the Packers. You may see them win by a 4-point game, a half point or something like that. I'll switch it up. I posted originally the Commanders. I got a little bit of time before game time. I didn't see the live action betting before I put that score up. So I'm going to take a look at it. I go with averages every time. Football is different than baseball. This is a highly televised game. And this money line payout and this inconsistency throughout all these casinos based on live betting action may just get me to change my pick last second. So stay tuned. Thanks for listening in. Game tonight, 8:15, Prime Video, Commanders at Packers. I have a final score of 27-24. The line is minus 3.5, opened up from Vegas on ESPN, 48.5. The live action betting on these Packers, I got minus 1.5 in some casinos, minus 3. It's all over the place. These money line payouts, they're all over the place. Final score, 27-24 Packers. That's based on averages and statistics. You can take it if you like that score and do with it with the betting based on what line you go with. I mean, this one score is going to have different bettors all over the place. So I'm going to put up my final score. I have the final score up. I'll put up my final pick before game time. If you even fucking care what I'm picking, right? iSnoopDogg.com online radio with your free bets and sports picks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for taking the time. I gotta go. I gotta run. I got somewhere to be. The clock is ticking. Game time is almost here. And I still got to get another football game in. So thanks for listening in. iSnoopDogg.com online radio with your free bets and sports picks. Happy Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. Water, soda, beer, wine, liquor. Are we taking shots or are we down in a pitcher? You rolling it or lining it up? I don't want nothing to do with none of it. You understand? I'm drinking my water with my vitamins. But have a great Thirsty Thursday. Enjoy the night.